Okay, we're starting this now.
Awesome.
This is the Ask Adam League, and we're all amped up. We don't even know which episode we're on right now. But everybody else does except for you and
podcast. I thought this was the pedo podcast. I must have signed into the wrong checkpoint.
Wait, you got some other work somewhere else?
Well,
Oh, that's right. I'm not paying you. Okay, yeah, you can do
yeah.
freelance on the side.
Do I have work?
Okay.
The pedo podcast is like that. Look out! All right, sex offenders, don't go down 5th Street. There's a cop waiting to take your blood. The sick thing is, I hope nobody hears this and makes that like a career now. Like, I got there's a market for that. Yes, there is. Unfortunately, don't help make the problem worse.
Jeez, man. All right, we got to take this one out of the gate. Here we go.
All right. I'll not brutalize.
This is from your best friend here. But I'm going to give you the question first before you even know.
I already know because you said my best friend.
It's a little pre-show stuff we did here. Okay, here's the question. What will it take for the world to achieve world peace? The word world has been used twice.
I know.
That's okay, but that's how it was given to me.
No, I'm not surprised because of the name of the person who's giving us.
Do you want me to say it?
You have to, but I'm gonna.
It's Bunny Foo Foo.
No.
One word.
No.
Bunny Foo Foo.
Listen to me. Okay, before we get into this, I can't repeat the diatribe again. The first time I heard this, you people are not allowed to name your own stupid self anymore. Bunny Foo Foo is ruined it for everybody. Okay,
That's gonna stay with the rest of the existence of the league, man. We're gonna tear this person down, right? I'm just kidding. I
just want to take, like, you know what? Your name is Roadkill Bunny. So, and I want you to, when I say that, I want you to think of like down the middle of the bunny, but it just comes out the right side of the head, so the head's still there, all cute. But then like the insides are like still beating on the outside. I want you to think of that now, Roadkill Foo Foo. I want you to think of that. That's what I think when I hear that name.
This is getting really not funny right now. Well, maybe it is to certain people, but it would beats me on a normal day.
It's that pedo crowd.
So I know what exactly Bunny Foo Foo is thinking right now.
Yeah, I'm certain I do too.
Yeah, will you answer the damn question?
Yeah,
What's
I'm sure.
What's it going to take for the world to achieve world peace?
Well, before I do that, because Bunny Foo Foo's so impatient, how about maybe you take some time to think your question through? like using redundancies of world a couple times over.
Jesus. No one's gonna want to ask anything, dude. God, man.
My God.
You're ruining us. Okay, whatever.
All right. Let's make the question digestible to people with brains. So, what? So, okay. So basically, there's that world peace question. You freaking beatnik. Here's the deal. That question's interesting to me, and I actually, when it was regurgitated from Don, I thought that it would be mild. Well, tell me it's not what that is. Are you thinking about rabbits? So the thing is when Don had literally just mentioned the question to me, and he did edit it minus a world, I might add. Thank you for not having my brain explode. I was on the crapper at the time, I might add. The explosion needed to be south. The question's actually is thought provoking, and when I normally don't get these questions too far in advance because I'm not prepping it, but we do agree that just the thought process turning is much more interesting. I don't come up with shtick or anything, but I presented this to a crew, and I feel it's a simple answer, but it did get an interesting one. Somebody said, what would it take? And the answer to some person was money. Now, this is a person I consider to be pretty intelligent. In fact, he's often considered like my doppelganger. But who's the evil one? You be the judge. I do have a mustache, but I don't have a goatee. So mirror joke. Anyway, so the thing is that.
Sorry, I missed it.
He suggested money. Money can make it. And I thought to myself rather quickly that I disagree, and I'll explain that to you. The idea of money would imply that you can buy enough of people's problems away, or money makes somebody happy or content. But my thing with world peace is the reason we'll never attain it. I'm going to let you know the punchline ahead of time. We'll never get world peace ever.
Oh
They're,
God,
they
you're really disappointing people now.
well, I'll tell you why, and there's two reasons for that, and there are two ways it's achievable. Okay, but it'll never happen, and I'll get to that. But the thing is with money is because what somebody wants to do with money, you can't ever perceive is at all logical or sane or all helpful to anybody around you, because world peace really means that everybody needs to be satisfied and not really at odds. Because world peace, what does that mean? Right? Does that mean that all countries don't fight? Okay. Or does that mean that your neighbors love each other and that means the world at whole? Well, they mean the same thing, because each country acts is when they say they're your neighboring country, they really do act as another entity, like a living, breathing, soul. They actually have their own reactions to things, just like your neighbor, in your neighborhood would. They have a different philosophy than you do, but um, they're still human beings as a whole. And so, giving if money isn't the answer, because you're never going to satiate everybody's wants with money, because some people's wants are unfortunately being a dick. You can't have peace on a playground when there's a bully.
Well, I gotta backtrack. And what are you
Please.
talking about money? I mean, are you talking about that episode of Bullshit with Penn and Teller when they said
No,
that trade is what helped the world, and relations
that
is
was his
trade?
answer. I he was just saying money in general. So the
Yeah,
use of money, and yeah, in trade, for example, and he did mention trade. So I'm
yeah,
pretty certain it was from Penn and Teller. But the thing about that is that's all fine and dandy, but none of that's peace, right? That's really not peace. That might be a workable, comfortable relationship of sorts, but
yeah.
that's not peace,
But the
right?
Chinese still hate Americans, and Americans
Right.
hate the Chinese.
No, I find that the
No?
Chinese, well, it's because that's too vague. But yeah, to use that, then sure, yeah, it just takes one, right? It just takes one person to make there be no peace,
Yeah, that's true.
right? So
Now,
that's why whenever the two ways it could happen is massive genocide of every living human being save one, or everybody becomes lobotomized and i.e. cyborg or robot and follows one command forever, like a drone.
communism, hive mind. Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking about?
not no. Once again,
Okay.
what to reference a possibly not aired show,
Yeah.
you once again jump to your own conclusions. But communism and hive minds, those don't work either. They're
I'm not
good.
saying it doesn't work, but I'm
Well, no,
saying
but
it
they're
achieves.
good. They're good that you brought that up, because they kind of illustrate the point in that when communism's idea was that everybody's equal, but there's always a 10% for some reason. Why? There's a need to be, but there is,
Hmm.
right? Because people are people, and there are just others who will take advantage of you. You could have, like, I think I went to traffic school recently, and uh, whether this was true or not, it was an example which we can all feel we've all experienced in some way, shape, or form, where the guy said that he had a friend who had tires and he was trying to give them away. He put them on his front lawn. Take all these four tires for free because he had new tires. These are used, good working tires. They were rims. And have these four rims. For a week, they sat on his front lawn. Nobody took them. The next day, he comes out. He puts a sign on. It says $25 for all four rims. Then he goes to bed. Comes out. They're all stolen. Okay, they could have had them for free. That whoever took them, that some people are just dicks.
Was this a true story?
Yeah, that's what he claimed. Now,
Hmm.
my argument is I've seen people like that where things are only more valuable to them when they're not theirs. It's a kleptomaniac, for
Hmm.
example. You'll
Yeah.
never make him happy with money. He needs to steal. He goes into your life and disjuncts you, and that's peaceful. I mean, he's going into your being and he's changing it up because he needs to, right?
So there
That's not peaceful.
won't be any world peace because of
Never.
a few dicks.
Right, right. To paraphrase, I guess, right,
Yeah.
the movie, right, which is a great movie, by the way.
Wait, what movie? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. World
What do you
peace.
tell me? That's
God, that's
right.
so
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, I
Right.
just kind of made that up now.
I don't buy that. But anyway, so you got your being open. Yeah, yeah.
No, man, I've seen
Peace.
that
No, I'm
movie
kidding.
twice now, dude.
I know that movie's funny
Yeah.
though. Team America, by the way. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
world peace, man.
Yeah. So the thing is though, but to elaborate now, does that mean that there can't be peace in some form? Well, here's the deal. This is a very this unfortunately becomes a two-toned a thing, but I'm going to deal with the religious aspect of it because politics are in many ways, shape, or form justified by religions or in one part of the world or another, and or economy, which has kind of been a new religion to some people.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing
Absolutely.
is with religion, and I'm going to start going with, and please, I would like this to be an open forum. I will look you, anybody listening to, please inform me because this is an interesting one. I recently watched a movie, and Don knows what I'm talking about. And I have religions that I don't like. I will not name them here. Chances are, and you got to understand that the religion itself I don't like. The people in it, that's a different story. Because I don't like people in all walks of life. But there's these religions for particular reasons through their history that I'm just not a fan of. Well, I deliberately didn't stand anywhere on Islam, deliberately, right? Because I didn't know really what to think about it. And so I started recently reading the Quran and more being more interested in things. And then I watched that movie. Did you want to name the movie, Don?
Yeah, let's name the movie.
It's Islam: What the West Should Know. Now, what's interesting about this documentary, without advertising for is that it doesn't go the tactic you would think, which is what made it interesting. Everywhere you go, it's Islam's so great. There's just a few crazy people. No, I never felt that way. Let me. Here's my problem. I'm a very observant guy. I would like to think. You guys can be the judge. But one thing that I found to be interesting is I always thought growing up, well, how come it's always this specific kind of guy that takes over an airplane, or it's this, and a lot of people will be out there and go, because that's all the media wants you to see. No, that's not true at all. That's just not true.